Okay. How many appraisals did we get of the property at Bay Ruth's? It's on the agenda, so you can answer my question.
I believe there were two. There were yellow book appraisals and a regular appraisal. I believe that's the process, but I will check that to make sure I'm correct.
We had two. They both come in at the same price?
Mr. Rando, I said I believe there were two. There was a yellow book appraisal and then another appraisal, which is required by statute.
I'm a taxpayer in the town of East Lyme. Don't get tough with me.
I'm answering your
I
question.
pay your salary, sir.
I'm answering your question.
Okay.
You may pay my salary, but you don't have to abuse me.
I'm not abusing you. I never abuse you. I
Then
just
allow
tell
me-
you
then
how
allow me
I
to
feel.
Answer the question.
Okay?
I will check with that to make sure
I don't
that
think we
information
should
is
get
correct.
involved in that deal, okay? The other thing is, Mr. Formica, there's 20,000 grant for that Samuel Smith property. Is that one by the Sportsman's Club?
That is the property by the Sportsman's Club, yes, sir.
Now, I thought that money was gonna be taken care of by the people that were gonna handle it and what was paid for the property and everything else.
This was a grant that was made available, and they chose to apply for that grant, and they were awarded the grant.
Grants, they come free, that's for sure. I have just a couple other things. You know, I lived in this town I was born here, 78 years. A friend of mine went down to get a beach pass a couple weeks ago. He has 3 vehicles, and they want to charge him $35 per vehicle. Is that right?
Mr. Rando, I don't know, the Park and Rec Commission is in charge of setting those fees. I'd be happy to check on it for you, and
You don't have to check on it, sir.
I just don't remember off the hand.
But that's what he was told. If he wanted to if he was going to use 3 cars, he would have to have a pass on each car. Now, you tell me that you can only drive 1 car at a time. Why can't you use a pass for that car, and if you do another, you put it in the other car? That's outrageous for people in this town to pay $35 a vehicle to go to our beach that's been there forever.
I agree with you.
This is some stuff that I'm sorry, I was wanting to make one of the meetings, but I couldn't walk too good, so I couldn't make the last couple. But I have written this stuff down that I wanted to talk to you about. One of them was blacktop in the road up there at night, and I see it finally happened, so I don't have to talk to you about that. A question I want to ask you is, the water, we're conserving water now. I thought we were supposed to be hooked into New London water line. Is that?
Are you asking me that, sir?
Yes, I am, sir.
That we have mandatory water conservation in effect for the weekends from Friday at 9 a.m. to Monday.
I understand that.
As a result of the water interconnect not being fully operational. And I expect that was the item that I said would be operational, I hope within a week, in which case we expect not to have the need for that.
Okay. There's one other question I had here, but I don't remember what it was. Well, I forgot. Now maybe I have to use that later. But it seems to me that the town is getting involved in a lot of these land deals. And, we get into these land deals, and this land is owned by these conservation groups or other people, and it comes off the tax rolls. And, and it's always been my theme, and you know it, that people in this town pay a lot of taxes. A lot of people that can't afford it. And I'm against buying any more land or paying for any more land. And the last item I gotta say is, my name is Randall. I don't know if the town knows my grandkids, but I have a bunch of nice grandkids. One of them, Mike Furman, pretty smart, intelligent kid. Coast Guard Reserve, got his captain's license, applied for the police department in East Lyme. Then they turned him down. He got hired in Waterford, and he's gonna make one hell of a cop, I can tell you that. It's Waterford's gain and East Lyme's loss. Now I have a nice young granddaughter that's a teacher. Tried to get into East Lyme, couldn't get hired. But she just got hired in Waterford over there on Great Neck Road. Nice girl, smart girl, and a good teacher. Another loss for Niantic and East Lyme. That's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rando. Any selectmen's response? I will say that I agree with Mr. Rando that the parking pass for each car could be made mobile and moved from one car to the other and listed the license plate on there, and I will send a letter to the Park and Recreation Commission and let them deal with that and see how they think, but I think it's a good suggestion. As far as the police department, we did hire out of 35 applicants. There is a process that is very objective, and it has to do with scoring, and that's how the police is hired here, and it's unfortunate because there are a number of Niantic young men and women who would be good, but we have to take the best qualified applicant within the pool based on testing, so that's where we are. I apologize for missing those guys because I like to keep everything in town if I can. Any further selectmen's response? Hearing none, all those in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.
Have a good night.
Coming.